Hi students, welcome to my class. So myself Shomiran sir, and today I am here to take your social science class, that is geography chapter number 2 inside our earth. So it is a revisional class on chapter number 2. I hope that all of you have already gone through the chapter as well as whatever it is taught previously, you have also gone through it, and the few of the things which you have still confusion and doubt, today I am here to clear it out. So inside our earth, so the earth is our homeland. It is a dynamic planet. It is constantly undergoing changes inside and outside. Have you ever wondered that what lies in the interior of the earth? What is the earth made up of? So our earth, our homeland, is a dynamic planet, and constantly there are continuous changes are overgoing. Okay, there are changes on the surface of the earth and the inside our earth. So whatever changes are going on over or on the surface of the earth, we can easily see it, but the changes in the interior of the earth, it is quite difficult for us to know about it. We cannot see it. So now always a question comes to our mind, that what the earth is made up of, what are the several things in the earth interior. So let us discuss about it. The earth interior. The earth interior is like a concentric layer. Okay, it is like a onion. You have seen the onion, it is layer after layer. Okay, if you pull out one layer, another layer will come out. So like that. So earth interior, the uppermost part is called the crust, then is the mantle, and then in the interior part it is the core. Okay, so it is just like an onion. It is made up of several concentric layer with one side inside another. The uppermost layer over the earth's surface is called the crust. So what is crust? The outermost, the uppermost surface of the earth. The uppermost surface of the earth is called the crust. Okay, and its depth is near to 35 kilometer. So you can see that the crust is also below the ocean floor. So we can divide the crust into two types: continental crust and ocean crust. So below the continent there is also a solid landform, and below the ocean also, there the bottom of the ocean or the floor of the ocean is also a solid landform. So below the ocean bottom of the sea floor, it is called the oceanic crust, and below the continent it is called the continental crust. So the continental crust is about 35 kilometer to 40 kilometer. Its depth varies, and the oceanic crust is 5 to 10 kilometer. Okay, so this you can find in the concentric layer. You can see this image of the crust. Okay, 5 to 40 kilometer the extension is given over here. Okay, so the depth of the crust varies, and crust is the thinnest layer of the earth interior. So this part is called the crust. Just below the crust there is mantle, and below the mantle there is core, and we can divide the core into inner core and outer core. Okay, now the crust is a solid one, but mantle is a fluid or viscous fluid. Because of the high temperature in the earth interior, it cannot remain in the solid state. So it is in the fluid or semi-liquid stage, and the crust is floating on the mantle. And due to this movement of crust, it has been divided into several plates, and as the plates move towards each other or away from each other, several activities occur in the on the surface of the earth, maybe from mountain building, maybe the building of some plateaus, or it can cause volcanic eruption due to the collision of plate or earthquake. Okay, so all the tectonic activities, okay, are occurred on the earth surface by the movement of this crust or solid crust plates, maybe continental plates and oceanic plates, which is floating on the mantle. And the upper part of the mantle, just below the crust, the upper part of the mantle here, it is known as the asthenosphere. So it is the outer part of the mantle. So you can see The main constituents of the continental mass are silica and aluminium. So the continental crust, okay, the continents or the oceanic crust, they are made up of two things mainly. One is silica and aluminium, and another is silica and magnesium. So the continental crust are mainly made up of silicates and aluminium, and it is called the Sial. You can see the name Sial, silicates and aluminium. The oceanic crust are mainly consist of silica and magnesium. Okay, so here you can see this is the continental crust, and below the depth of the continental crust is maximum, and just below this is the ocean water body, and just below the ocean there is also a landform of the crust. This is known as the oceanic crust. Okay, so in compared to continental crust, oceanic crust is thinner, continental crust is thicker, and continental crust is made up of silica and aluminium, and oceanic crust is made up of silicate and magnesium. And the depth of the mantle is 2900 kilometer below the earth crust. So you can find the depth of mantle, okay, up to 2900 kilometer. So this is the depth of the mantle. Here is also mentioned 2900 kilometer. So just below the crust there is mantle. Okay, so crust is of two types, that is continental crust and oceanic crust. And continental crust and oceanic crust are divided into plates which are floating on the semi-fluid or viscous asthenosphere, that is the upper part of mantle, and the mantle extends up to the depth of 2900 kilometer, but the depth of the crust varies. It varies from 5 kilometer to 35 kilometer. Okay, few of the books you can find different, maybe 40 kilometer it is written or 50 kilometer it is written. So the crust depth is variable. Next, the innermost part of the crust, just below the mantle, it is the core. So you can see we can divide the core into two types, that is the outer core and the inner core. Okay, the interior of the earth, it is called the core. So the innermost layer is the core with the radius of about 3500 kilometer. Okay, and it is mainly made up of nickel and iron, and it is called the Nife. Ni means nickel and Fe means ferrous or iron. So the interior part core is divided into two parts, outer core and the inner core, and the radius of the core is 3500 kilometer. So this is the radius, 3500 kilometer, and the inner and the outer core, these are the two divisions of core. Okay, as well as the in the interior of the earth, the temperature and the pressure is very high. The inner core is solid. Okay, and due to the presence of this nickel and ferrous, it helps in the gravitational force of the earth from the earth interior. You know about the gravitational force. This is due to this gravitational force. Okay, this is due to Nife, that is nickel and iron or ferrous. So now you have got one clear idea about the earth interior, and few of the fact I have already discussed. So about the density and temperature, I will show you some of the tabular form. From there you will also get one idea about the density and temperature. The composition of the earth: crust, mantle, inner core, outer core. So thickness, it can vary 5 to 30. Some of the books you can find 5 to 35 or 40. So it is a variable one. Don't be confused with that. Okay. Mantle 2900 kilometer, and inner core and outer core, okay, near to 2200 kilometer and 1500 kilometer. You will just add with it. Okay, then 2900 kilometer, along with it 2200 kilometer, then the add. So these are all the radius of the part. Okay, so this depth, okay, some of the books, some of the areas 2-3 kilometer variable it is given, so don't be confused on that. As well as the temperature also given, what is the temperature of mantle, what the temperature of inner core, or the temperature of outer core. Okay, and what are the materials found over there on the crust there are rocks and minerals. In the mantle, iron, magnesium and aluminium. In the inner core there are solid iron, and in the outer core there are molten iron. So inner core is solid and the outer core is in molten form due to high temperature. And here is a chart. It is given about the depth, okay, and density. Depth and density, again it is given. Previous, the depth and density, what it is given only the depth and density of that part, okay. Mantle, core, suppose this one, mantle, core, and here it is added with each other, okay. Inner core is considered 0, 12, 1200, 3400, upper mantle, the crust, so it is the radius, okay. If you find, if you, it is a round one, from the radius from the interior to the outside, here the depth is given. So about this depth, it is sometimes variable, okay. So don't be confused on that, okay, because these depths are only on that particular layer, what is the depth of the inner core, and it is the overall radius of the earth. So if the earth is round like this shape, so the overall radius is given as the depth over here, as well as the density. The inner core have a density of 12.95 to 13.1. The unit is gram per centimeter cube. The outer core is 11.5 gram per centimeter cube. Mantle, the density is 5 gram per centimeter cube. Upper mantle is 3.9 gram per centimeter cube, and crust is 2.25 gram per centimeter cube. So this is the density. These are some extra information I have shared with you. These informations are not given in your book. So if you are interested with the information, you will go through it, okay. So about the depth and density we have discussed. Some questions I have given. After following the video, you have to do the question by yourself. What is CL? How it is different from SIMA? What is the average depth of mantle? What is NIFE? Write to characteristics of crust. So I hope all these answers you can. If you watch the video, follow the video properly, as well as follow your book, you can answer this. And few of the question I have given you to find out. Okay, what is the average temperature of inner core? Why the mantle is viscous fluid? Write any 2 facts about core, and do you know the density of crust, mantle and core? Then find out. I have already given this in the video on the previous slide. From there you can have a concept and you can write it down. So today up to this much, and I hope that all are well, and all you should stay at home and stay safe. Thank you all.